DC here, hi guys and gals. Well, hope you're well. It is Sunday evening. Usually I've done a vlog by now, but yeah, it was yesterday was a really busy day. We had our family Christmas meal. I think I mentioned that in other vlogs why we were having it because on my daughter-in-law's side of the family, they were all having with her brothers and sisters on the 25th, and we didn't really care. I mean, so we did it this weekend. It was good for us. It's a punk IPA. It's not in the punk IPA glass. Actually, this is a glass from a pub in Dublin. But yeah, so we had that. I made my usual turkey in the Instant Pot. Let me see. Do I have any pictures of that? Maybe I do, actually. I should. Oh, here's a few. I'll just point it to there. Yeah, you should be able to see it. And so that was the turkey in the Instant Pot as it had been, as I'd finished it. And it was really good. I mean, it was extremely moist. That's one of the advantages. And I made, let me see, I have, well, if I count my Ninja Foodie, I've got 6 of those Instant Pots, and 5 were being used yesterday. 1 for the mash, so that was a mixture of mashed celeriac and potatoes. 1 was for the mixed vegetables. The third was for the turkey. The 4th was for the dressing, which I had made separately. So it was a sausage breadcrumb cubes, the cubes, dressing. And the 5th, oh yeah, I made a scallop saffron soup. So the other one, that was the 5th one. Yeah, so it was a busy day, and of course I had to, nevertheless, to make the gravy and let me see, I made glazed chestnuts. So that was, I had to do that on the hob. I could have done it, I didn't. So anyway, I had it was a lot of work, but it was really, really, really good. Yeah. And yeah, so like I say, I was kind of beat though at the end of the day. Today we had church. It was the Sunday service for the Christmas service, and we had like a tea after. So I, on my side, I made the whole grain cookies that I make every Christmas time, and Mrs. DC had made date squares, which actually was very amusing because most people here did not know of date squares, so they were a big hit. Amusing, isn't it? I mean, if you're in North America, date squares is really something that I think everybody knows, but over here, quite rare. And to get the people to click onto what it was, she had to say like, "Oh, it was a date crumble," because of the oats on it. Anyway, and it was good. It was a really nice time. So between that, like I say, with the family, which was a great family meal, the kids were good, and so we had the presents and all that stuff, and then and today with the church. So in the afternoon, Mrs. DC said, "Well, it's about time for us to watch our Muppets, the Christmas Carol, the Muppets one." Of course, I started watching it, and of course, I fell asleep. I mean, I've seen this movie, since the kids are, oh goodness sakes. We saw it in Verbier when we went skiing with the kids. We were in a friend's cottage, well, actually in a friend's apartment in the mountains. And at Verbier, they had a movie theater, so we went to see that with them. They were young. I mean, they were probably I wonder if they were 10. They're probably less than 10 years old. So, and they're in their 30s now. So, I don't know how many times I've seen it. Of course, I bought the VHS at the time, and then I bought the DVD, and today we just watched it on Disney Plus. But of course, I fell asleep, and Mrs. DC kind of smiled. She said, "You fell asleep again." Whenever I watch that movie, I don't know, at one point or another, usually we watch it when I'm kind of tired and I fall asleep. But I've seen it like how many times? Because it's been a tradition in the family, to watch it in the Christmas period. When the kids were young, we used to watch it always on the 24th. Now I was going to say, we watch it on our own. I guess that they watch it as well sometimes, and they're not as faithful as we are. Oh, yeah. So in a way, Christmas is over. What I mean by that is nobody's coming on the 25th finally. So, yeah, I think on the 24th we're going to go to the cathedral in town. There's going to be a medieval Christmas hymn concert in the 12th century cathedral. So it's going to be kind of nice. Should be fun. And yeah, that's going to be probably it until New Year's. And then New Year's, we're going to be off to my daughter-in-law's place, as we have been doing actually for the last few years. They live in the same building as her mom, so we will do that all together. We've been doing that for years now. And on the first New Year's concert from Vienna on TV, and friends come over, and we have drinks and a meal. So it's a New Year's is always a rough time, so to say, because you've had like the midnight thing with the Spanish tradition, because we watched Spanish television, Madrid and so on, and then you've seen videos from me in the past few years about that. And yeah, and then the next day, the other concert. So busy, but yeah, I guess that's what makes the holidays. I've done my cookies. I managed to write my letter, my Christmas letter. I made the Christmas calendar. Uh, so I guess I could say um, goals achieved. Yeah, I guess I can say that. Yeah. So now I have the right to sit down and enjoy a beer. Yeah, and I just finished processing the pictures um, from the Christmas meal yesterday, and together with family and so on. So yeah. Mm. Yeah, I'm kind of tired. So how is your weekend being going on towards Christmas? For some of you, I know it's just a day like the others. For others, it's probably family time and getting busy and revving the motors up for that time. I always say December is one of those months that it's oh, kind of a love-hate relationship, isn't it? December and so on. Today it was a nice service at church, and I think what was I enjoyed is that we did a lot of singing, but there was a lot of the reason for the season uh, discussions and chats. I guess that's the thing, is that try not to forget that. Yeah. Mm. Okay, I guess we will chat anyway. Christmas, the real day. So I'd say the real day of celebration is coming up. So hope you all well. And that was just my, well, finally, rather long vlog just to say hello. Okay, DC signing off. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.